Here's a hard story I lived. I didn't see it coming. I didn't realize the power of my words, but they had definitely, most definitely dealt a heavy blow. He looked at me like he'd been hit with a bat. His whole countenance went from being adversarial to brokenhearted. What had I done? Welcome to the Moms Like Us podcast, where moms just like you learn strategies, systems, and skills through expert interviews and real-life insight designed to take your marriage, mothering, and home to the expert level. Hi, I'm Mona Corwin, your mom mentor and host, author, international speaker, and the founder of the Moms Like Us Academy. I've been coaching moms for over 25 years, and I have some really good news for you. Motherhood isn't a natural talent. It's a skill, and you can learn it. You can crush it at motherhood instead of motherhood crushing you. So let's get to today's show. Most women don't intend to be the wife that controls, degrades, and run over their husband. I know I didn't. I wanted him to be all man, yet I was demeaning the very thing that I loved about him. How did I ever get to that point? It just kind of happened little by little. Then one day, an older woman sat me down and gently pointed out to this new wife the truth. And it was a marriage changer, a me changer, I'm never the same again changer. So today, Mona the Mom Mentor, who's been sitting and coaching women for 25 years, I'm going to gently tell you what she told me. She said, "Want the secret to unlocking a great man?" I was all ears. "Yes, please tell me." Then she smiled and winked. Most men are relatively simple. They want to be honored and adored. They like a good hot meal and some loving on a regular basis. Give them these things and you will enjoy the love and care of a great man. She said the bottom line, if you want your husband to man up and be a man, then sweetie, you're going to have to start treating him like one. Ugh. My heart dropped and conviction covered my mind as I realized I was messing up big time. Not only wasn't I treating him like a man, I was treating this man like a child. I knew I had to figure this out. So I got to it. I got some learning. I met with the lady again, and I made some changes. Changes that unlocked a man that I didn't know was inside of my husband. One that I like very, very much to this very day. Here's a few of the things that she taught me. Let him lead. Now, before you click away, hear me out on this. I'm not saying that a woman can't lead or that a husband should rule the roost and dominate a wife. No, not at all. I'm not saying that. I don't have that in my marriage, and I don't want that for yours. But God created men with a strong desire to lead, feed, protect, and provide. Men are naturally stronger physically, and it's natural for them to want to provide and protect for their children and their wives. Even in nature, it exists this way. It doesn't mean women can't do those things. It means men are designed uniquely to do it through their masculinity. So be clear, I believe in equal partnership in marriage. I'm talking to the woman who never let their men lead in anything, and they are the ones that are ruling the roost, so to speak. In their way, it's their way or the highway. And they love the phrase, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. If you have that posted in your house, you might want to keep listening. I know you're out there because I was one of you. My husband would have an idea or put clothes on the kids or head to the store in a different way that I wouldn't go, and I would shut him down so fast. I also plowed right over him and made all the decisions for us and him, never considering what he wanted or what he preferred. Let me give you a hint. If your husband is asking for instruction on how to do everything, it's most likely that even if he knows how, he doesn't want to get criticized yet again for not doing it your way. I even apologized to my husband for being so bossy and asked for help to do better. That might be a good start for you too. So the next time he's driving, don't say anything, even if he passes the turn. And when he asks for instruction about something, you might want to smile sweetly and tell him you'll be happy with whatever he chooses, and then mean it. You could use phrases like, would it work for you if? I was wondering what you thought about this. How about this one? I know we disagree on this, but I trust your judgment. You decide. Number 2, treat him with respect. Respect is a big deal for men. God knew what he was doing when he created men to desire respect. Probably because men are called to a lot of responsibility, to be servant leaders as they lead, feed, protect, and provide. One of the greatest keys to a man's heart is respecting who he is and what he does. You may not like everything that he does, but there is something you can verbally communicate. Tell him that. And watch him stand up a little taller. You know why? Because it came from you. Try these things. Thank him for how hard he works for you and the kids. When you call him at work, don't just start talking. Ask him if it's a good time to chat. Brag on him. Brag on that man in front of his kids and his friends, even his parents. Number 3, believe in him. If you can't do anything else except this, you will be on the right track to shoring up your man. Men are wired to have big dreams, a transcendent cause other than the everyday grinding at work. If he doesn't have one, it just might be because the world has squished it out of him. He needs you to help him see all that he's capable of and encourage him in it. And when he fails, because sometimes he will, he needs you to remind him how proud you are of him and how glad you are to be his girl. Remind him that you're praying for him and God has amazing plans for him. And next time, it's going to be his turn. And here's the big point. Are you ready? This is a Mona truth that's coming your way. Sweetie, that man of yours has no greater fear than failing and letting you down. It's their kryptonite. And women, we need to be really careful. Tell him that you believe in him and tell him often in every way you can. Number 4, make love to him often. Yep, that was the advice of that sweet older lady. And let him know how glad you are that you're his. You will find topics like this and lots more in the Moms Like Us Academy. And, of course, in my one-on-one coaching that is available through my website, momslikeuss.org. I never forgot the things I learned during that time or that lady. Things that changed our marriage. And after 40 years, I'm so glad that older woman showed me the way to unlock the man in my man. And you know what? To this very day, I still call him my man because I'm so glad that he is. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.